Hi everybody, we're going to be going over how to do your stool collection. This is a really important test when it comes to evaluating what's going on with your microbiome, so I'm really excited that you're taking this step. The first thing that you're going to do is opening up your Genova Diagnostics kit. In the front container is going to be your requisition form. And on the requisition form, the only thing you need to fill out on the front is all this information about day 3. Again, it's going to ask for the date, your color, and consistency. And again, that's the only thing that you need to fill out on the front page. On the back page, everything that you're going to need to fill out is sections 1, 2, and 3. Again, with 1, it's just patient information. Section 2 is all in regards to payment. You can pay online following the instructions, or you can submit your credit card or send in a check for the payment, whichever is easiest for you. Again, all you need to fill out is sections 1, 2, and 3. And then when you're done with your requisition form, you're going to put it again in this front pouch just like it came, right in here, and then this box I'll show you in just a second, you're going to send back into the lab. Okay, so once you are ready to do your collections, there is quite a bit of paperwork inside the box. What this is going to be all of your labels that you're going to put all of your birthday. That way on every sample you have your date of birth and your patient information listed. There's just a little bit of an information card. Again, make sure you read over the instructions that we've sent you and watch this video. There is also a quick questionnaire. Fill this out to the best of your knowledge. And then again, there's more instructions in here again, talking about how to do your collections. We're going to go over that with you. Most importantly, pay attention to when you can ship this. This is a 3-day sample. It's okay if you don't have a bowel movement every 3 days. We just want to collect this at least within a week's time frame. But again, you want to make sure that you ship this Monday through Friday. You cannot ship this box on Saturday or Sunday. So again, try and time your bowel movement collections with the shipment days. So you'll notice that there are containers in here. These are meant to be an aid to help collect your stool sample. Again, make sure we're only collecting a bowel movement. There needs to be no urine or no blood, so make sure you are not collecting your stool while you're in menses. And again, there are other ways that you can collect this, but we find just using these trays to collect your bowel movement and then using the tray to scoop out your sample is the easiest way. You'll see that there are 3 bags in here. 3 total, and then there is also a fecal swab that you'll use for day 3. So day 1 and 2 are very simple. You're only going to have 1 bottle to collect. So what you'll see is you'll open up the bag, you're going to get your test tube, and there's going to be a fill line on here, the red line. What we recommend doing is this lab is very picky and they need a specific amount of specimens. So if you don't do enough, your sample will get kicked back. So what we recommend doing is having your sample in the tray. And then when you open your test tube, you're going to see that there is a fork on here. And what you'll do with the fork is you'll slowly take pieces of your sample and add it into the tube until you reach the fill line. Do not go over the fill line, but try and get as much as possible as close to it. So you don't want it low, you don't want it high, you want it pretty darn close to that red line. And again, make sure that you tighten the tube really, really tight so that the liquids don't leak because that can happen. And if that happens, we're going to have to redo this. Again, in each thing, there is a, sorry, that's off camera, pair of gloves and tissue paper. So again, when the sample is done, you don't need to put the gloves in. Those are for you. Throw away the gloves. Keep the piece of paper in there that helps collect any liquid if it does happen to leak. You'll put the sample back in here with, again, your sticker that has your date of birth. And then you'll seal this and then keep this either in a room temperature area in the box or in the fridge. Do not put it in the freezer. So again, day 1 and 2 are going to be collected the exact same. And day 3 actually requires a lot more sampling. So you will notice that there are quite a few test tubes in here. You're going to do the same thing as far as filling them. There are 4 tubes. They all have different colors. What's really important is that you don't switch up the cap. So I would recommend doing like 1 test tube at a time. Again, slowly adding your bowel movement sample to the tubes until you reach what it should be. And then again, there's going to be a fecal swab that you are going to swab your bowel movement. So again, what we recommend is your sample is in here. You have your specimen. You'll take the tube, swab it in that. Again, there's instructions for this, and then put it back in there. Again, make sure everything is sealed to the maximum tightness, putting them all back in their individual baggies, day 1, day 2, and day 3. And then when you're done with all those, you're going to put them back in the Genova box that you got everything. Make sure that you have filled out your stickers with your birth date, and they're on every single test tube. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to the office. But then once you've done all this, it's ready to go in the bag that is in your Genova box. It's a FedEx bag with a FedEx label. Again, you can only drop it off at FedEx. And again, it needs to go in the FedEx drop between Mondays and Fridays. If you guys have any questions, like I said, please reach out. If not, we look really forward to getting your results back so that we can help improve your health and wellness.